Hey guys, back again. I'm Shawn.
This is Drew.
Yes, he is still Drew. All right, now that we are in a terrible mood, we just did our 5 worst comics. I'll put a card up to it right here. So, editor man, help me out. We'll put a card right here to the top 5 worst videos. It'll also be linked at the end. Now we're going to tell you our 10 best comics of the week. Man, the worst ones were just so bad this week. There was probably 12 to 15 skip-its. I had trouble narrowing it down to 5.
Yeah.
But there's some surprises here. I promise you there's some surprises in these top 10s. We always surprise each other. So let's get cracking. So real quick, here's how we do this. I base mine more on speculation than Drew does. We're both pretty much the same. Story, art, verisimilitude. That's Drew's word.
He's learning.
Believability, right? Can you believe this would happen, even if it's aliens invading and stuff? Can you believe it?
Is there a level of realism to it?
There you go, level of realism. Even though we're dealing in comics still. So let's go ahead and get started with number 10.
Okay. I got a twofer for number 10.
A twofer.
Twofer. Boom.
Oh, look at those.
Yep.
Go for it.
Bermeo, Liam Sharp. It's the Justice League movie covers. Comes out this week. I cannot wait.
Yes.
And
oh man, Thursday.
Yes, Thursday. Yes. And both these covers are hot. I love these by Lee Bermeo and Liam Sharp. These are in my opinion, these are the 2 best ones.
They're better than Jim Lee's.
Absolutely. Jim Lee's is just like
looks like a man.
Yeah. Looks like he was half awake when he did it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, these 2 are hot. If you can find them, get them.
Yeah, super great job. What'd you think of the story? Did you read the story?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
It was okay. It was okay. My issue deals with the visuals more than anything else. Like, so I love Black Adam, and they really made him look like he was 20 years old in this. And I'm like, I don't really
Appearance-wise or action-wise?
Appearance-wise, he looked like he was 20, and I'm like, this doesn't really feel right. And
he did look younger.
He really looked younger, and
he should be like 50.
Yeah, exactly. He should be
like 45, 50.
Yeah, and the way because I'm used to him coming across as like Sinestro, just very. He's a ruler. He's cocky. He's arrogant. He's like the Doctor Doom of the DC universe. But this, not so much.
Yeah. And
I'm kind of having a hard time getting on board with that. And maybe the next issue will pick up from there. Maybe he'll get to be more evil. I don't know. I like him evil. I like my Black Adam. It's not necessarily evil, but you understand that he is a dictator, and everything he does isn't going to be the best.
Things got to be his way.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, yeah. I'll talk more about that one later.
Okay.
Last Ronin, I mean, come on, the story's great. This is the director's cut. The reason I picked it is because the bonus content in this is fantastic.
Yes.
I'm not going to show too much of it, but you can't really see it anyway. But you get a lot of the sketches, the notes in the panels. I want a blown up, big, giant IDW version of this. The big, oversized original art. I want to read it, study it. The story's fantastic. You get to see all the notes in there from the writer. It's definitely worth picking it up. It's $11. I think it's worth every penny. This is not a quick read. You're going to spend some time with this, looking at the back, reading the story, really enjoying it. If you're just picking them up because of the covers, then don't get it. It is a cool cover, but if you guys need to read this, enjoy the story. It's probably one of the best Turtle stories, in my opinion, ever written so far.
Yeah, absolutely.
It blows the door off anything else. So if you're picking up 2nd, 3rd, 4th print, doesn't matter. Just read the story, and the back ending of it, the back extra bonus page has definitely enhanced the story. So I think you should get it, picks it up. All right, numero 9. You ready?
Yes.
Yep, you got your cover pick.
Yep.
Well, same for me. 4th print.
Yeah.
Just get it. 4th print. I almost feel like I didn't want to put this in my top 10. The Star Wars.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But
not a fan of that cover.
It's okay, but it's the 4th print. I'm getting every single printing of all this new Star Wars series because it's only a matter of time, in my opinion. Something's going to wind up on Disney Plus, whether it be a year, 2 years, 5 years down the road. We're going to get to see the founding of the Republic, the ancient days with the Jedi Knights. One of these people are going to show up. You just got to get them. And the story's fantastic, but it's like, there's other stories I wanted to put in there. So cover pick for me, There you go, number 9.
Cover pick for me, Royale.
Royale, yeah.
Yeah, love his Robin Hood.
Royale with cheese. Yeah, it's okay. He had one cover not too long ago that was just awful. I don't know what it was. She had like 2 torsos. Oh, it was a Vampirella. He did.
Yeah.
But that's a good pick. I'm down with that. I ain't mad at you.
Picking up what I'm putting down.
Number 8.
Number 8. That's my number 8.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yep.
I'll go ahead first. So Invincible. I'm a huge fan of Invincible. You got me started on Invincible. Was it you? No, it wasn't you. It was somebody else.
Yeah. I think I actually started on The Boys. I think maybe.
You got me started on The Boys. That's right.
Yeah.
You got me hooked on The Boys. Invincible is so good. Get it, read it, love it, enjoy it. This is it's a number 1 special Amazon Prime cover. The cartoon is coming out.
Looks great.
It looks fantastic. Yeah. Congrats to Kirkman is my congratulations, but congrats to Kirkman and Otley for making such an amazing cover for over a decade, or amazing series for over a decade. I'm a huge fan. This is a great cover to collect. It's a great starter point just to get you a feel for who he is. I highly advise you pick it up. What you got? Oh, Turtles.
Yeah, Turtles Director's Cut. If you couldn't pick up the first printings, first, second, or third at this point, and you loved it, or you want to love it, and you want to see all the back matter, pick this up. It's awesome. The back matter is fantastic. Seeing all the character designs, the panel layouts, it's terrific.
I get a weird visual when you say back matter. It's not what you intended to be. Let me delete that image out of my brain. Okay. Next, no, we're on 7?
7, I think. So. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now that almost made my top 10 because of the story.
Yeah.
I'll let you go ahead.
Yeah, the story in this is very interesting. Someone is making a new drug in Gotham City, and they're using a unique character to make that drug. And one of the other rogues is somehow hooked on it, which is interesting.
Yeah, super interesting.
Yeah, and Catwoman looks hot as hell in this. The artist did a great job.
So, guy, here's why I like this. It was a breath of fresh air.
Yeah.
Amidst all the crap that's being stuffed on our throats lately, no pun intended, by DC. It's a strong, powerful, sexy woman. She's not afraid to use her sexuality.
Yes.
She's confident. She's not, but she also isn't afraid to admit she's attracted to dudes too.
Believe it or not, heterosexuality is still a thing.
It's still a thing.
Yeah.
Wow. I was like, this is awesome to see. Like, there's a cool scene with her in a pool, and she's totally intimidating this FBI agent. She's just a straight up badass.
Yes.
Like a badass. She doesn't have a weapon on her. She's in a swimsuit, and she intimidates the shit out of this guy.
It's great. I love it.
It was fantastic writing. Well done.
Ram V, the writer of Future State Swamp Thing, current writer of Swamp Thing, is doing a great job.
Great job. Yeah. There's too much other stuff. It didn't make my top 10, but I agree with that pick wholeheartedly. This was super cool, guys. So this is super cool. At first I was like, I didn't really know what it was, and then when I looked at it, I was like, a different artist wrote or drew every single page. So they recreated.
So like Giant Size X-Men they did with the.
Yep, they recreated Captain America #1, and I totally forgot what the other one was.
Avengers 4?
Avengers. No, it was. I just totally spaced what it is. I could open it up again. But they recreated 2 key issues of Captain America in his mythos, and a different artist drew every page. And the biggest names are in there, legendary names are in there. You could instantly recognize the style. I kept looking back and forth. Who is this one? Oh, I see it. Okay. Oh, I know who this is. Yep, I knew who that was. And it was fantastic to see a recreation of the original script with their vision. All the different artists contributing to it. I loved it. Fantastic.
Nice.
All right, let's go to, what are we on, number 6?
6, yes.
Okay, I gave up on that a year ago. You go ahead.
Real quick, Neil Adams, written, drawn. It is gonzo. It's crazy. It is beautiful on the inside. It is what I call Silver Age kookiness fun. This is what this over the top Silver Age kookiness.
And the
fun.
last issue that came out in the Silver Age.
Yeah, But I'm not gonna lie. The very last panel, the very last page in this, one of the most beautiful portfolio shots that Neil Adams has ever done.
Okay, I should look at that.
Yeah.
I didn't even read it because
I'm gonna show it to you.
God, how long was that? How long has that been coming out for?
Not sure.
A long time.
Long
time. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
You got to pick it up to see it. That's nice, yeah. Well, that's fine art. So Thor, the series wraps up. or the storyline. It doesn't completely wrap up. There's one more part to it. There's a big splash page at the end where I was kind of like, I wasn't cheering, but I was like, okay, let's see what happens here. There is a couple badass moments with Thor. Finally, we finally get over Donald Blake being a crazy batshit nuts. You see what happens to Odin. He has some pretty cool armor. Yes. Shows up in there. And Thor gets some cool armor too. That's all we'll say about that. But I really like the story. It's really good. I feel like it gave us that big push forward that we needed in this story. It was kind of dragging on a little bit. But it gave us that big push forward. I really liked it. Awesome. Pick it up. All right. Number 5, are we? Okay.
Yep.
Now, if you watch the 5 Skip It video, I go off on this piece of garbage book. This is the exact contrast. How bad that book is. This book is that good. The art in this is incredible.
I didn't see that down there. I didn't. Was there
Bro, go check it out when you get a chance. I almost missed a couple too because the piles were blending together. But oh man, this is so good. The art, the detail, the art. I tell you, you're gonna go back and you'll be like, I wish that was in my top 10. We'll see in the comments. Drew will comment if you liked it or not.
Yeah, this is rare. Normally, I'm the one pulling those out.
You're pulling those little gems out. Yeah, this was so good. The art is fantastic. The detail, the attention to detail he spent on it is just stunning. It's an exact contrast to. I should find the garbagey book it was. Anyway, I'll make you guys go back and watch the video. You'll see it. It's super good. The story is it's well thought out. There's a little bit of myth in there. I love the stories of like the lone badass against the good person against all the bad guys. I don't care if it's a guy or a girl. This happens to be a girl. A lone girl against these the bad guy they show at the end that she has to fight like the level 1 bad guy. Holy crap. This dude is awesome. I'm just like, what a unique, cool, insane idea for a bad guy. You gotta read it. I highly recommend picking this up. It was fantastic.
I've got Invincible. Shawn turned me on to Invincible about a year or so ago. I had never read it before. And by the time I wanted to read it, it was already like 100, 150 issues in. Yeah. I was like, I give up. Because even the back issues were so damn expensive at that point. Yeah. And we had the hardcover collections. I just got hooked on it. I'm like, this is damn good. And
it's one of those things where you just can't stop reading it.
No, you can't. No.
You can't stop reading it. I would spend, my legs are going numb on the toilet sitting there. Yeah. You know, don't read it in the summertime because wearing shorts because you have the little rims around your legs when you leave the bathroom because you've been sitting there shaking your legs out like, oh man, I'm sitting here for how long? 45 minutes? Oh, I read 3 volumes of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Ryan Otley getting a start right here, before he hit the big time. And this is a fantastic issue number 1, jumping on point. Get this now before they're all sold out. I guarantee you this will sell out.
Super good.
Yeah.
Super good. All right, next. What are we on?
Number 4.
Number 4. Okay. So, you go ahead.
So this one is very interesting. It's better than the first issue. And in the point where... This is really, it's something about this tells me this maybe some autobiographical elements with Kyle Higgins in this.
You can definitely pick that up from issue 1 and even in this one too.
Yeah, and it's like, you really feel for this guy, He's going back home with his tail between his legs.
His dad kind of lectures him a little bit.
Yeah.
And we can all relate.
Yeah, exactly.
Because his dad's right.
Yeah, and, and eventually he does come face to face with the other guy who's in the red suit.
Yep.
They have a great fight. And
it was a cool fight.
Yeah, it was a cool fight. And it ends on an interesting, good note, Yeah. And I can't wait for the next issue.
There's such a human element to the fight too, because they're not like smashing buildings or anything. No. Right in the middle of the fight, he stops the fight. Because like he's gonna lose his car.
Yeah, and that's his job. He's the Uber driver.
Yeah, he's like, I gotta save my car. Like right in the middle of the fight, he doesn't give a shit about anything else. He's like, I gotta save my car.
Logan, when he's like trying to protect the Christ. No, Logan, don't shoot the car.
Not the limo. Yeah. So that barely didn't make my top 10. It was just out of there because I just felt like there were stronger books in there. But I really enjoy Radiant Black. It's going really well, so not mad at you for that pick either.
It's got that verisimilitude in there.
Yeah. I picked this, so the Doctor Strange story is okay.
Real quick, that's my number 3.
Oh, that's
my number 3.
Yeah, jump ahead.
Go right ahead. I'll piggyback off what you're going to say.
So the Doctor Strange story in there's kind of cool. A couple big splash pages. The artist who did those has a very unique style. Not mad at the guy. That's cool. But I tell you, just the Alex Ross story, the art in that of the Silver Surfer.
Oh no, that's Liber Mio.
No.
Yeah, that's Liber Mio's story.
No.
Yeah, that was Liber Mio.
You shut your dirty face.
No, that's Liber Mio. He did the Silver Surfer story.
Hold on a minute. Oh my God, you're right. Oh, Overture was Alex Ross. Oh my God. Okay, so
yeah,
you're right. That is Bermejo. Holy smokes! So that is worth the cost of admission. I could have swore that was black and white Alex Ross.
It is some of the most beautiful artwork he has ever done.
Stunning. Yes. It's stunning. Wow, man, I owe like 100 push-ups for that. I can't believe.
That first page.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And then because there's a very famous scene in here. I know I'm looking at this where the Human Torch is coming at him, and it's almost like straight out of an Alex Ross like that. That's almost that's a cover.
Yeah, from Marvels. Yeah,
from Marvels.
Number
so this is a Bermejo like tribute to that. But oh my God, this was so good. It was so good. I
love the first story with Greg Smallwood. He told that it's told in the Steranko.
The spy story,
the Nick Fury Steranko.
That was
style.
There's like 3 twists in there. You're like, oh, then you're like, oh, another twist, and oh, that one was a bad guy too. Yeah.
If you love the fun swinging 60s Nick Fury by Steranko, you'll love that first one.
My apologies to Mr. Ross for blowing that one out of my rear end, and also to Mr. Bermejo, but. I'm such a huge fan of both those guys. Can't believe I mixed those up.
Yeah.
Wow. It's so good. It's worth the cost of admission. Just that alone. It's all the rage. I love it. Any additional thoughts on that? Or
no? Just it is beautiful. This comic is just beautiful. So I'm gonna say.
Okay, now I'll get my number 3 out.
Yep.
Ultra Mega. Oh man!
I'm gonna go. This should I do? Yeah, it's my number 1.
Okay,
that's
cool.
That's my number 1. We're throwing curveballs.
Wow,
it's my number 1.
This is so good too.
Yeah, I loved it.
You start. I started on the Marvels.
I was not gonna read this.
Neither was I.
Yes,
I was gonna skip it.
And I start reading this. The artwork in this is flipping.
Oh man,
amazing!
It's so good.
What's so detailed? You can tell this is all hand drawn. It is beautiful. It's got that mixture of the Guyver, Ultraman, Power Rangers. It's just got that big kaiju action.
Yeah.
And I love how the guy's on the couch at the very first page. He's like giving you this power. He's like, okay.
Yeah. He's like, okay. That's all he says. Okay. Like, what's happening?
You're automatically thrown into this universe where these guys get these powers, to fight demons who are infecting humans. You don't know where they're going to come from.
Yeah, there's this weird space virus. From what I gather, there's a weird space virus. Let's say Drew has the space virus. I'm gonna go to the doctor, get that checked out. If he has the weird space virus, well, there's these 3 heroes that were given this power. If they get close to a space virus guy, they instantly turn into giant hero kaiju killer, and he turns into this terrible, awful demon monster kaiju thing. Now, don't be turned off by somebody like kaiju giant monsters. No, these monsters are terrifying.
The art in this is so graphic and violent. Oh, the scene toward the end when someone loses a certain limb and fluids flood a city. Yes. Loved it.
I don't want to spoil anything for you, but this is so good.
Yes, it is.
I was just like, did that just happen?
Yeah.
And then people were dying because when the fluid solidifies, it's nothing sexual, not that kind of fluid, but we're trying not to spoil it. I'm so excited about this book. I'm so glad you liked it so much too.
I loved it. Yeah.
Oh man, it blew me away. There's a huge twist. Not really a twist, but there's a connection between the main kaiju hunter guy and the main monster at the end.
Yeah.
The main monster is a super badass.
Yeah.
Oh man, and spoiler alert: the heroes do not win.
No, you don't see. I didn't see it going that way. It's like,
me either.
Crap.
Me either. They get their asses handed to them.
Yeah.
How the one died was horrific. Oh man, it's just.
But the last one, he went down like a champ. I'll say that.
Yeah, the second one had a very heroic ending, the hero's death, and then the third, get it, just get it.
It's awesome.
It's so good. I could rant on about it.
Yeah.
And it's a square bound book.
Yeah.
It's $7.99.
Worth every cent.
Worth every penny. The paper quality's great.
Yeah.
Pick this up.
Yeah.
Kudos to James Herron and Dave Stewart.
Yeah, under Skybound, under Kirkman's studio. Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, man, great story.
Yeah,
absolutely loved it.
Yeah.
Okay, my number 2.
Okay.
I don't know how many you got left.
I got one left. Yeah.
So I like the Black. You shit all over this book. I'll talk about it.
My number 2 was Thor.
Oh, okay,
13.
cool.
Yeah.
So my number 2 is the Black Blade. So they make fun of Dane, who's the Black Knight.
A lot.
He makes fun of himself. They point out that he's kind of a Goomba. Even the Avengers are kind of like, hey man. And in the middle of the fight, Dane's like, oh, they're like, hey, so are you gonna end the battle or what, man? Like, do your thing, your sword thing. He's kind of like, oh, I thought we were hanging out. So he's really
embarrassing.
Kind of.
It's like.
But you're a huge fan of the guy, so that made you mad.
Yeah.
I'm like a medium fan. Like I would never go out of my way to buy a Black Knight comic. I was never invested in him as a leader of the Avengers. I wasn't like, that's my guy. That's your guy. So I get why that bothers you. To me, he's kind of a corny dude to me. He dresses like a knight. He shows up talking all Thorish, and Thor's like, why are you talking like that? I really enjoyed the humor put into there. And then there is this moment where he has to become the Black Knight, and he needs to. So the Ebony Blade is this evil blade. It's super evil, and Thor says it perfectly. It's the opposite of Mjolnir. The more unworthy he gets, the stronger the blade is, and Thor can't even pick it up because Thor is so good. I guess he can't even pick it up, which sums up the Ebony Blade really. So he finally goes to this dark place. He remembers these terrible things that happens to him, and then he becomes a super badass. He kills all the bad guys. And then there's a big twist. There's a new villain shows up in here. A new villain, super cool. And then something crazy happens at the end.
Yes.
And then something even crazier happens at the end. And you're going, what? So I'm excited to read this. Remember, guys, Jon Snow from Game of Thrones is playing the Black Knight in the movies. He's been cast. He's playing the Black Knight. So Marvel is trying to invest in this character to get us to care about him, so we know what's going on in the movies, right? This is a planned thing. They're not just randomly picking characters out of the Marvel universe and saying, let's do a comic on the Black Knight. This is all planned out and thought out. People aren't stupid. Marketing, right? So there's going to have some legs to it. The character's going to have some legs to it. The villain's going to have legs to it. Don't miss this. Pick it up. I advise it. And Drew's even going to give the second one another chance.
I'm gonna give it a shot because of that ending. I'm like, okay, there's something here. You're bringing me back in. The beginning of it, you lost me, Cy Spurrier, but you're kind of bringing me back.
And the back was like, you totally redeemed yourself.
Yes.
So my grand prize, number 1, is Justice League. I'll tell you why. Go ahead about Thor. You want to add on that one?
I'm going to say this went away. I did not expect. I was expecting Valkyrie to be the bestest ever, to save the day. But no, does not go that way.
Yeah, thank goodness.
Thank goodness. Yeah, and we get to see Throg again shows up. He has a great line in that.
Yep.
Then Odin shows up, and then there's a great ending to me. Like I had a lot of shit
something
moments.
You would never expect at the end.
Yes, so many shit moments in this. I love it. It really picks up. Check it out.
Yeah. New villain. I do like the way Brian Michael Bendis wrote this villain. The villain's like a regular old dude. Like, imagine if me or Drew walked through a portal and we were super badass and we just started handing people their asses and take over the world because we were pretty much invincible. That's kind of this villain.
It just comes in from another dimension.
And he's like, hey guys, what's up? Like, and they're like, Black Adam's the first one to encounter him. He's like, what are you doing here? And he's like, you're not going to like my answer why I'm here. And then there's a fight. I do enjoy the character development of Black Adam. He was kind of a throwaway before. Like, you're the bad Shazam. Like, got it. That's kind of always planned to be. You're the bad Shazam. He's never had his moment in the sun.
Well, he did, before the New 52, which was, at this point 11 years ago.
Yeah.
He was the ruler of Kandahar. Kandahar.
Yeah, and he is again still.
Yeah, still.
Yeah.
But then you really felt like he was a ruler. You're not going to mess with this guy. You mess around, you're flipping dead. Yeah. And this is like he just feels like a young dude.
Yeah, he definitely feels a lot younger than he should. Yeah. I don't know if that's because of Future State doing anything weird in there.
Probably. Yeah.
He had a more significant role in Future State in one of the backup stories.
there was an air of like when you're around Black Adam like 10, 15 years ago, it's like you do not want to cross this guy.
Yeah, you don't want him to be around because you can piss him off and he'll pop
snap
your head.
Yeah,
like
your head's gone. Yeah.
He just didn't give any shits. Well, something significant happens in his life, and someone dies, and he references like, well, someone showed me the error of my ways, and I'm still trying to figure it out. So you can tell they're kind of trying to make him skirt that line. I mean, The Rock's been cast to play him in the movie, so he can't just be a total bad guy. There's gonna have to be a moment at the end where he's maybe a medium bad guy.
Yes.
Not super totally evil, where he's snapping people's necks. He probably saves people reluctantly.
Yeah,
but he's going to do it my way.
Like I said, think Doctor Doom. He is. I mean, I just see him as the Doctor Doom of DC Universe.
Yeah, and he does kind of take a shot at the Justice League. He's like, out of here, Justice League, and then he kind of leaves. Like, I'm so glad it wasn't a big love fest.
Yes.
Like, I need to be a part of you.
I was terrified that was going to go that way.
Yeah, thank goodness Bendis had enough sense to not insult us like that. But
or call him Shazam.
Yeah, they do call him Shazam in the comics though. It's funny. So first appearance, I like the story. I can't remember the backup story.
Oh my God, that is probably the best part. Justice League Dark with Merlin.
Merlin.
Oh yeah. Yes.
I'm sorry.
Loved it.
I
loved it.
Yeah. Go ahead. I don't give a shit
I'm sorry.
about Justice League Dark.
Ram V, who wrote Catwoman, writing Swamp Thing. He wrote the backup with Justice League Dark. We get Constantine. We get Zatanna. Merlin is back, and he's not a nice guy. And someone who's protecting the lady of the lake, who's guarding the sword. Oh, Merlin wasn't too happy with her. She's gone, and Merlin's a bad guy.
Yeah, I had no idea. I don't read Justice League Dark. I just can't get into the magic people. Constantine and those guys. They just never resonated with me. I like Zatanna because boobies.
Yeah.
But they don't really jar with the boobies anymore. So
no.
Now
boobies are bad.
No, I don't even like looking at the pictures.
Male gaze. Yeah.
So that's our top 10.
Yeah.
Anything you didn't talk about over there?
No, got everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's our top 10. Guys, we started Patreon. The end video of here will be the 5 skip-its and Patreon. So maybe this way, maybe that way. Who knows if I remember where to put the boxes. But it's pretty much full. Watch the video on Patreon. Long story short, highest level, you get every month, you get a 9.8 slab. 10 of my top picks of the month. So I take like 2 of every week and put them in a box, and you get those, and you get a trade dress and a Virgin exclusive every single month also. So the value is about $125. It's only $115. We're almost full for the month of March. There's a few more spots left. March you pay for the March box that ships in April, so the boxes ship a month after each other. If you just want to join, there's an exclusive Facebook group. It's only $6 to be in the Facebook group. I give some insider information. You get an inside view in kind of what my life is like. I put a lot of random videos in there. You're going to get some private sales in there also.
Best part, guys. My opinion, that's the best part.
There's a lot of really cool stuff happening in the group. So even if you just want to sub up for $6 a month, that's like 25 cents a day or something. I don't know. 30, something like that. Super cheap. And you just get in there and just hang out with us. It's a great community. It's very vibrant. I love all the people in there right now. We're having a good time. So check that out. Thanks for watching. Sub to the channel. We blew past 2,000 subs. Holy crap. Appreciate that.
Fast.
Yeah, I owe you guys some giveaway videos. I haven't forgot about you. Those will be done this week. Buy what you like, collect what you want, sub to the channel to win my picks. If you listen to my rambling till the very end, to win my picks.
Worth it for this one alone, guys. Worth it for that one alone.
Yes, to win my picks. You don't get Drew's picks, just my picks. Like this video, right? Comment your like number. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. And don't forget to turn on the notifications. You gotta click the bell. Turn on notifications so you get notifications whenever we go live to do the giveaways and post other random videos like this guy unboxing statues and stuff. Okay? So, thanks a lot. Buy what you like, collect what you want, and we will see you later.
Take it easy.